Thomas the Tank Engine was huffing and puffing when suddenly...
Boss, my buffers, this isn't the way to the Whistling Woods.
No, it ain't, pal. Unless the mayor of Sodor gives me $100 million, we're gonna drive this dynamite right into Knapford Station.
We got a problem.
Get me Sir Topham Hatt. And you come back later.
You know my schedule, dear.
Okay, people, this is what we trained for. So immature. Can we all just stay on track? Let's just get this. Move, move, move.
Hello, Percy. Hello, Thomas. Wonderful weather for a hijacking, isn't it?
Shut your steam hole and get closer.
I love being really useful.
You'll never take me alive, Sir Topham Hatt.
Oh,
Miss me?
oh,
Your blows are harmless.
it's on organs. Oh, just finished.
Conductor to Skywolf, request pickup.
Copy that. I'm on my way.
Harold the helicopter, you're a part of this.
That's right. I'm tired of taking a back seat to a bunch of steam trains. I can fly.
So long, Topham.
What cruel god would give a train a face?
Up those pistons.
Topham, help me. I'll turn myself in, I swear. Just pull me up.
End of the line.
Thank you, everyone. Knapford Station is safe.
You're quite welcome, Mayor.
And how did you dispose of the dynamite? And with no more public transportation, everyone on Sodor bought a Hummer.
Whew, I've got a lot of work to do.
James comes to breakfast. Edward the Blue Engine for Hire, Part 1. James is a splendid red engine. He thinks there's no one splendider than him. So he keeps on looking clean and as painted as ever. And it's all because of his great driver. One day, they stopped at a station to chat to each other. You just know where to stop, James. You can almost manage it without me, said his driver. James was becoming conceited. He didn't realize his driver was joking. That evening, James said, "Driver says I don't need him now." "Don't be silly. You wouldn't do that," said Murdoch. "I never go without my driver, you know," said Toby. "I'd sure to be frightened." "I'm not scared, guys." "You'd never dare," interrupted Toby. "Yes, I will," James interrupted back. "You wait and see." It was early the next morning when the firelighter came. James sizzled happily while the warmth spread through his firebox. Murdoch and Toby were still sleeping. Then James remembered his boast. "Silly stick in the muds. I'll be sure to get myself going. Driver says I don't need him now." James started to puff out of his shed and onto the turntable, but he didn't know that a careless cleaner had fiddled with his controls. He soon found his mistake. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. He tried to wheeze, but he couldn't. He tried to blow his whistle, but he couldn't do that either. All he could do was move, and he kept on rolling along. He didn't look at what was going to happen next. There was the watchman's house. The watchman was about to have breakfast. Oh boy, said James to himself, and shut his eyes. The house rocked, broken glass tingled, and plaster was everywhere. The watchman quickly rushed out to shut off James's steam. "Look at what you've done to my breakfast. I'm going to need to cook some more now," said the watchman's wife. She banged the door on her way to the kitchen. More plaster fell, and this time it fell on James. Soon Spencer arrived later. He helped and pulled James back out of the house and onto the tracks again. As he was pulling it out, the work made his boiler burn fiercely, as well as his fire. But he was able to get James out. "You look silly," said Spencer, and he rushed away. James was covered in glass and a fence, and plaster. He looked silly. "You're a very disobedient engine," said a voice. It was Sir Topham Hatt. "You have damaged yourself and the house." "I know, sir. I'm sorry, sir," said a muffled James. "You must be mended at once. Meanwhile, Chad, the mixed traffic tank engine, who's passing by right now, will do your work for you until you're repaired." "Mixed traffic tank engine, sir?" said James. "Yes. He always stays in his shed and never runs off to breakfast." "Breakfast in the watchman's house," said James.
One day Henry wanted to rest, but Percy was talking to some engines. He was telling them about the time he had braved bad weather to help Thomas. It was raining hard. Water swirled under my boiler. I couldn't see where I was going, but I struggled on. "Oh, Percy, you are brave." "Well, it wasn't anything really. Water's nothing to an engine with determination." "Tell us more, Percy." "What are you engines doing here?" hissed Henry. "This shed is for the Fat Controller's engines. Go away." "Silly things," Henry snorted. "They're not silly." Percy had been enjoying himself. "They are silly, and so are you. Water's nothing to an engine with determination. Huh!" "Falling down something," said Thomas. "I went past danger once and fell down a mine." "I can't see a mine," said Percy. He didn't know that the foundations of the quay had sunk. The rails now sloped downward to the sea. "Stupid board," said Percy. Percy made a plan. One day he whispered to the trucks, "Will you give me a bump when we get to the quay?" The trucks had never been asked to bump an engine before. They giggled and chatted about it. "Driver doesn't know my plan," chuckled Percy. On, laughed the trucks. Percy thought they were helping. "I'll pretend to stop at the station, but the trucks will push me past the board. Then I'll make them stop. I can do that whenever I like." Every wise engine knows that you cannot trust trucks. Go on, they yelled, and bumped Percy's driver and fireman off the footplate. "Oh!" said Percy, sliding past the board. Percy was frantic. "Does he not?" Percy was sunk. "You are a very disobedient engine." Percy knew that voice. "Please, sir, get me out, sir. I'm truly sorry, sir." "No, Percy, we cannot do that till high tide. I hope it will teach you to obey orders." "Yes, sir." It was dark when they brought floating cranes to rescue Percy. He was too cold and stiff to move by himself. he was sent to the works on Henry's goods train. Well, 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 chuckled Henry. Did you like the water? No. I am surprised. You need more determination, Percy. Water's nothing to an engine with determination, you know. Perhaps you will like it better next time. Percy is quite determined that there won't be a next time.